カスタライズ。 Hello everyone, and welcome to AppliEpisode 22 of Lost in Translation Month. I'm May.
And I'm Jay.
And this time we watched Lend Me Your Power, Ray and Hackmon, the meeting on that day.
I don't remember the name of the episode.
Wow.
It's so bad. It tells you exactly what's going to happen in the episode, though.
Well, it doesn't say, also he applirizes, and, no, not applirizes, apgatized at the end because he just wants to see what it looks like.
Yeah, because there's no need for it.
Well, on to favourite bits. I really liked how we actually saw the human buddy and the Atmon buddy working together and using a special ability. That scene was the best scene.
It's been a long time. So yeah, there are two primary good parts of this episode. The first is the battle at the end, which is awesome. The battle where the bad guy has, you know what, I want to say that the way Digimon works is pretty funny, and the way he compresses words into abbreviations, and that makes it interesting. But at the same time, you know, it's just a quirky part of the show. But when Hackmon hacks the abbreviations to mean other things, that's really clever. And you get like the super hacking, and then the double hack, then the triple hack, and it was great.
And it, it becomes food or it becomes animals. And he's like, I don't remember compressing those animals. Also, Digimon appears to be another JoJo character.
Yeah, he's
or
very...
looks like it.
They've clearly taken a lot of stuff from that show and been like, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, they clearly love JoJo.
The other best part of this episode was the question that Ray had to answer. While Aries sucked, of like, do you want to make somebody smile? Because of course... And Haru's was interesting, of are you a protagonist? Because that obviously has a lot of parts to it. Ray's was, are you alone? And it's the first question where you're meant to answer no. Which I thought was really clever.
Because he answered yes.
Special.
Yeah, he answered yes straight away. And Hackmon was like, and disappeared.
I guess I'll just go then. God.
And it didn't light up until he said no. And I found that really interesting compared to, it's meant to always be a yes-no question. The positive, good answer that turns your appli driver... it activates it, is the yes instead of the no. Yeah.
And otherwise, Digimon was fun, and his little compressed island. And I don't know, other than that, that's really the whole thing. Hackmon's cute, I guess.
Oh, Hackmon's so cute, and when he's got this little mouth and you can see under the hood.
And he has
so
the
cute.
jelly. He likes it.
He's so cute. On to negatives.
Primary negatives are the way the backstory and exposition was really, really forced. It is the worst kind of anime exposition of two characters are speaking, and you're looking at the history of one character, so the other guy goes, hey, remember the time you did this, and you did this? And if you're talking to somebody, you can say, remember the time we did this thing?
Yep.
And you reference it, and both people remember it in their heads, and you go, okay. But what Hackmon did was he goes, remember this, and then you did this, and then you did this, and then you did this. And also remember how you did this and this?
Yeah.
He's just telling the whole story.
It's like back in Adventure when we had Wizardmon and Tailmon, and Wizardmon says, remember when this happened? What about when this happened? You know that thing you were there for?
Yeah.
This happened.
Yeah, it's like, it would be like going up to J.K. Rowling and being like, remember this thing that happened to Harry Potter? And she's like, yes. Yes, I do know that. And you said, yeah, but then he went, and there was the Prisoner of Azkaban thing, and there was the Order of the Phoenix thing, and she's like, yeah, I know. See, I was there.
I think that actually, in the dub, I believe, of Digimon Adventure, I remember there being an episode where, I feel like Yamato, I can't remember the full scene, but I remember something happened. And it's in the final episode of Adventure, and Gabumon says, and remember when this happened? And Yamato says, yes, I was there. And what about when this happened, Matt? Yes, I was there.
I was there.
And it was only in the dub, but I feel like it's the best, because I know, I was there.
They have to be aware of it.
And in the original, it was just him saying, you don't have to mention it, I'm just being shy, but in the dub, they fixed it and saying, well, of course he remembers, he was there. But remember when, yes, I was there, Gabumon.
Oh, Gabumon's so excited.
Yeah, I feel like if Applemon ever gets a dub, which... I don't know, Crunchyroll hasn't licensed even the original version, so it's pretty dark. But if they ever do, I hope that Ray's saying, yes, Hackmon, I was there, because that's my favourite thing when the dub fixes problems like that.
It does sound like fun.
Other negative bits, I feel like the whole backstory, while like I guess it was kind of needed because we needed his backstory.
Did we though?
And to be fair, it's probably one of the better backstory episodes because we haven't actually had.
No, we had his backstory of his brother being kidnapped.
Yeah, but we haven't actually had the when they met the Buddy Atmon backstory episode, and this is probably better than Astra's.
Well, this one is really straightforward. He was hacking, and then Hackmon showed up and he goes, "Hey." The one thing that was really interesting about this backstory, besides the question, was that when Ray was initially like, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess let's go antagonistic.
Yeah.
Hostile. When it was initially hostile. Hackmon was like, "Look, I don't care. You're the one I'm meant to be with. So for my sake, I need to be here." Like he goes, for me to get the full growth of my powers, I need to be with you. So you better, you shut up and we're just doing this. Because Hackmon has a personal interest in this. He's not like. Let's be real. Algamon has no personal interest in Tai whatsoever.
Food.
What I mean is like he's a body part of Tai. They are one person, and they never really disagree on anything.
Well, that's why I feel like the Buddy Atmons are different from partners. They're not actually destined to be with each other. It's just sort of like, I need you for this reason. I feel like it's less so destined. You just
heard Hackmon talk about how he needs him because they're pretty much destined.
But I feel like it's different than just the destiny of like... Yeah, it's just like, I have to be with you. It's like, well, it's beneficial for both of us to work together. And it's not like, the compelling of, oh, you're my soulmate.
I assume Gatchmon feels it anyway.
Oh, Gatchmon feels a lot of things. I feel like Haru feels that about everyone. Like, well, you're my best friend, Ray. And I'm like, Ray's
We're
like,
destined to be best friends.
Yeah, but I feel like Dokumon's like, in love with Eri, but I feel like it's different from a destined sort of feeling. It's just like, being together benefits us both. And I feel like that's more of the relationship between Atmon and their buddies rather than, when Digimon and their partner human. I feel like it's different. It's like a bond you can opt into rather than just like you have to.
Sort of.
Yeah. Well, we haven't seen anyone like reject their partner in all of Digimon, and I think I would like to see that. We just
saw it in Try.
No?
Sort of.
Yeah, but that was that's different. That's not.
Oh, you mean the human do it?
Yeah, a human do it.
Ken did it, kind of.
He didn't like abandon him though. He still hung around. He
tried.
I feel like Sora in Adventure sort of like was like no, but they worked that out.
Yeah.
I know, but I haven't seen anyone like actually like actively like try and leave their Digimon behind in the woods, and I feel like that'd be interesting. But I just feel like what?
Just dump it in the woods.
It's like plop, or just like drop it down a volcano, whatever.
Yeah, that works.
And I'm just saying that I feel like it's not that destined bond that we've seen in Digimon. I feel like it's different.
Oh my god, like a really evil Digikid who doesn't want their Digimon, who like drops a volcano, then the egg pops back in its hand, so he throws it in, the egg keeps coming back, and so then he makes an omelette out of it. And
I've decided I don't want to see
that.
that.
The egg reforms again, and he's like, well, I have infinite food now.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I never know I came up with that idea. I don't want it anymore. That's just too heartbreaking.
That's gross.
Favorite character? Is it Hackmon?
No,
Hackmon's
it is DZipmon.
Oh, okay. No, that's fair.
Did you like my DDF?
My UFF. What? Oh, sorry.
UFF.
I compressed it. My Ultra Freeze Fist.
Unfreeze Fist.
Yeah, it's so cute. I like Revivemon too, and I like...
you've come to KFP.
For miscellaneous bits, I'm just going to say how I really enjoyed... I always enjoy how they make the Apgatai out of the two features of the Apmon that makes it. So, Revivemon...
Revivemon really is just miscellaneous bits, because I'm like, so he's hacking, he's super hacking, and he's compression, so he's system restore?
That makes sense. I like it.
I don't think the dragon really says anything to you about system restore.
The dragon is just because he's a dragon.
So, like, it's iffy, but... I think it's cool, and the one thing that's important about the combination is that it's system level.
Yeah.
It's not like Globemon, which is like global positioning, I guess, which is a combination of two sort of general ideas, but they're functions. This is system level for a computer.
Yeah, because it's a system type Atmon.
Yeah, it's cool.
And I like how we have the different types of Atmon made from the different apps. I just really, really like Atmon. Any more miscellaneous bits?
No.
Like, on the whole, it was an okay episode. I think I've ranked it around the middle. Actually, I ranked it dead in the middle. It's number 11 out of 22.
Like, it's such a nothing sort of backstory. Like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I like that question bit. And then the ending was really good.
Oh, the ending, if it was the whole standard, I feel like that would have been, top 3. But because, if the whole episode was that quality.
Yeah,
because the last bit was so quality. If that was the episode, it was a shorter thing, and that was the episode of its own, that would be the best.
Hackmon must be easy to write, like, weird, fun fights for, though.
Yeah.
Because you're just like, what does he do?
He hacks.
Because he doesn't need to fight, right? You don't need to create really ideas for Hackmon. You just have to look at the opponent and be like, okay, how can you change what they're doing?
Yeah, so I have put it at number 11, so that wasn't on
11
purpose.
of 22.
Yeah, that wasn't on purpose. I put in the middle. I was like, yeah.
Well, that puts it at the bottom half of the middle.
I feel like it's not as good as the Roleplaymon episode, but I feel like it's better than when they first start following Ray around. I feel like that's better than that.
This is the area of Atmon. It's the bottom half of the middle.
Yeah. So I'm putting it dead center. It is, it's airy, you're right. And the next episode that we're watching, so next week, episode 23, Reclaim the 7 Code Atmon, Showdown, Ultimate versus Ultimate. And we saw the preview, and it's Myanumon's Ultimate level, and I know who it's crossed with.
Cool.
So yeah, because I accidentally made it in
probably Scopemon.
No.
Oh, lame.
I made it in the 3DS game
by
by mistake.
Stop doing this.
Yeah, so I discovered Revivemon and Myanumon's Ultimate level by accidentally crossing ones by mistake. So
what a dork.
Whoops.
Unbelievable.
It's really cool. But no, it's not Scopemon. In the manga, Scopemon's evolution has shown up.
Great.
I think.
I haven't read any of that, so...
Yeah, well, it's in Japanese at the moment, so...
I'm not going to read any of that, though, either.
Yeah, I mean, every so often I'll tell you what happens in the manga. Like, oh, they did this differently in the manga. Because it's sort of like, the pacing's different because it's got different releases. And it can only have, like, one chapter a month. But it's sort of like at the same level as, like, within the story. But it's different release, so they have different things to do. So you can email us at lostintranslationmon@gmail.com, or you can comment on this episode on SoundCloud, or message us on SoundCloud, and hopefully I can remember how to talk for the next bit I have to say. And you can follow us on @TranslationMon on Twitter, and you can find us on Lost in Translation on Tumblr, Facebook, and YouTube. We have a discussion thread on With the Well, and a Reddit thread in the Atmon subreddit, and we'd really super duper appreciate it if you were to review us on iTunes and or Stitcher, or whatever podcasting thingamajig. We're on quite a few, and if they have a rating system, leave a review, and hopefully I found out about it. We also have a website now, which you can check out to see our weekly poll, our upcoming episodes, and my Appli ranking. So, yeah, that's exciting. The weekly poll at the moment is Phantomon better eating with mouth open or mouth closed? So far, mouth open's winning, so suck it, Jay.
No.
And you can donate to our you can donate to our Patreon and our PayPal if you want, which is linked in the description, from as little as $1 a month. $1 a month gets you access to our listeners' private Slack group, but high level gets you exclusive notes, information, early and unedited episode recordings. Why can't I say and unedited? Jeez. And the ability to suggest discussion topics, Skype calls with both of us, and more. So we'd really appreciate it if you were to even check that out. It's linked in the description. Our next Patreon milestone will allow us to increase the quality of all the content that we provide, be it video or audio or whatever. It's just, we get to increase our quality and everything.
And thank you to our Patreon supporters, Sam Krieger, who has a podcast called The Moncast, which talks about Pokemon and Digimon, Stevie, who's also Stevie on YouTube, and you can find the link in the description, Wu Qinglong, who you can find at twitch.tv/Wu Qinglong, Metal Mamemon, Joe, Anime Guy, who is Anime Guy Kurosaki and the number 1 on YouTube, Chuckmon, Ishbal Bamba, Hiro Olato, who's at Hiro Olato on Twitter, Jason Morosky, Ryuchi, who's Frost Moragic on Archive of Our Own, Stephen Reeves, who's at WildWing64 on Twitter, Kaidawashi, Mac, Noam, Riku, Red and Garen from Breakfast with Digimon, which is another Digimon podcast which you can find on SoundCloud, Chisai, who you can follow at Chisai236 on Tumblr, Corey, Kyle, The Lady Bugman, who you can find their anime blog at bagubaragu.wordpress.com, Smile Wolfie, who is on Tapastic as Smile Wolfie and has a comic called Eden of Melancholy, Lupin, and Tom.
You can also make a one-off donation to our PayPal, which you can find linked in the description. It's paypal.me/Agumon, and make sure to let us know for the podcast. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!